Can I ask you seriously about what brought you to Salesian in those days? Because you were a student here in the late 50s. What was the decision by your father, I think, because he raised you here? You left France when you were 5 years old, is that right? And your mother stayed in France?
No, she came out there.
She came too, did she?
And her and Dad, what can I say, nicely.
Right, you can say truthfully.
Didn't get on very well, so they departed. And I came here when I was sent by my father. Yeah.
And you were sent as a boarder here, were you, John?
Yes.
What are your memories of those days here, and who were some of the people here that had some kind of influence on your life? And
they didn't have a poster up the wall of me.
Did they?
No.
You like that, did you? Had you been a naughty boy before you came to Salesian? Had you been a bit of a wild boy?
Me? Yeah. Well, look at me. Do I look like a wild boy?
No. I thought as a boxer you had
be truthful.
No. I think your early boxing days, you have a very youthful, gentle face in it, if anything. I was going to go into...
I concur.
You concur? Is that a French word?
Well, I agree.
But do you have any memories of France? I know you were 5 when you left. Do you have any early memories of France?
Not really.
Johhny, I need to warn you that I was the grade 3 headbutting champion of St Peter and Paul's primary school in South Melbourne. So if you get out of hand, I could always kind of do one, you know. So just be very careful.
Something wrong with your neck.
Well, it's all that headbutting, wasn't it? Tell us about what do you remember about this school, and what effect do you think it's had on your life? Because you're here today, you wouldn't be coming back to a place if you didn't feel some affection for the place. What do you remember? What's the abiding memory?
Very difficult to say about the school, other than it was very good.
It was, okay.
And it's been so long that I can't recall very much.
There was a brother Hamilton that I think you were...
I think I remember.
Do you remember him? Did he spot some talent in you, do you think, John? Or do you think he saw something in you that...
What about everybody else?
I don't know, but we're not interviewing everyone else. But what was that affection about? Do you think he kind of looked out for you in some way?
No, I can't recall.
You can't recall. That's okay.
Okay.
When did you know in yourself that there was a love of boxing? And where did that love of boxing kind of come from?
When I was in the... there was some guy who I can't recall.
Sure. It wasn't Ambrose Palmer who became your manager, your trainer?
No. It was a guy about my age at the time.
Right, okay.
16.
Okay.
And it made me want to go to the gymnasium also.
Had you seen some boxers? Were you kind of in love with the boxing scene?
I would say that I liked them.
You liked them?
Not in love with them.
Were you a fighter? Were you
vicious?
As a kid? No, really? Did you brawl a bit as a kid?
I was very placid.
Were you? Really?
I just liked the game because I liked it.
Okay.
So I took it up.
So
and went to Ambrose Palmer, who taught me the skills.
Okay. And Ambrose was the Western Bulldogs footballer too, wasn't he, I think?
Yes.
And where was that gym? Where did you go to?
It was in West Melbourne Stadium.
Right. Okay.
At the time.
Okay. So you turn up to this stadium and you're there and you're saying, I'm a placid kid. What was it about? What was happening that appealed to you?
The way it changed me into a pugilist.
I used the word pugilist with someone the other day and they said, what does that mean? They had to go to their dictionary, you know.
Pug.
Pug, okay.
Is another word.
Okay. So placid Johhny Famechon gets turned into a pugilist. There'd be a lot of people saying, how does that happen?
Well, look at it. I'm here.
Yeah.
That's how it happened. Everybody read about my goings on in the fight games.
But was there something attractive about the artistry of boxing or something? Because to a man who if one punch was landed on me, I think I'd be devastated and dead and would feel horrific. What is the appeal of that?
Will you try that?
You can. I think I need to try once before I can get
Yeah, when are you gonna cut?
I don't know.
Why say it?
I need to experience that though, John.
It's rude to point, by the way.
Sorry.
Don't touch me, I might catch something.
I did wash my hands.
Yeah, why is it again?
I suppose I'm saying, was there something in boxing that you saw that was attractive to a young man who still hadn't decided what he was going to do with his life?
It appealed to me.
Sure.
I like the way it happened with that England. And I went to a person by the name of Ambrose, who someone told me to go there.
And what effect did Sorry.
And then away we went.
What effect did Ambrose Palmer have on your life? What is the effect that finding a mentor of that kind has on a young person's life, do you think, John?
The effect he had on me was that he was a mentor, to use your words.
Sure. What did he teach you?
How to look after myself.
So were you worried about how to get on in the world because you thought the world was a violent place, or was this about the art form of this sport where you had to dance around the ring and it's a kind of dance but it's got a violence to it as well?
It's the coins and notes that came up my way. That's what interested me.
Was it? And you realised that was a ticket to fame or to a better life?
I made my pockets heavy.
Tell us about Ambrose Palmer. What kind of bloke was he?
He was a very good bloke. He was living out of Footscray at the time. He was a very good teacher. He taught me every single bit of boxing. And that's what I picked up from him.
Jeff Fenwick says that he's watched films of you boxing. Of course, he's from a different generation, but he says that you make boxing into an art form. Did you have an awareness of yourself that you were doing this thing in such a way that people got delight out of the way you move, not only your skill, but the artistry of it? Did you have any sense of that yourself as a young man?
So I just went in and learned what Ambrose taught, and that was it. I became a brilliant boxer.
Do you have to hate your opponent to be able to beat them? Because I get the feeling after boxers have fought, there is a great respect and a great affection. It seems perverse. You try and punch each other's lights out, and then you go, I really have a big respect. Tell me about the way that works. It's perverse, isn't it?
What does perverse mean?
It seems strange. It seems kind of...
Well, not strange.
No, not you, but the act of wanting one to punch someone's lights out, but then to honour the skill and the courage of your opponent.
It just depends how much they'll pay me.
Is that right?
That's all.
Yeah? It was never about the skill of the contest?
It was about the skill also.
Right.
It was the money that was coming in that made me happy.
If I had to go to war because my country needed me, I would go with great reluctance and I would be scared and I would not know whether I had the courage to do what's required. Why would a man living in a country that's not a war go, I want to put myself into a boxing ring which is dangerous, which could damage me, which could potentially kill me? What kind of courage does that need, John?
I wouldn't go that far.
We'd say
it's not that bad.
Isn't it?
When you're as brilliant as I was,
Right.
you look at it different.
Is that right?
That different isn't what you said.
So you felt a little bit invincible when you were in the ring, did you?
Yes.
Is that a cockiness of being a young man, or is that just you believed in your skills so deeply? And
I believe first and foremost the teaching of Ambrose Palmer, who was a very good fighter himself at the time we were living.
Johhny, we've only got 20 minutes, so I'm going to go really quickly, and I'm sorry because I'd love to talk to you very deeply about lots of things. But you raised 2 kids on your own for a little while, didn't you, I believe? Tell me about the courage or the stuff that you need to carry on when sometimes your marriage goes under and you've still got to raise kids. And tell me about the difference between that courage and maybe stepping into a ring. Or...
Can I do that too?
Yeah.
You would do it.
You can do anything you want. Yeah. You can punch my lights out after this is over. I don't mind.
It could be bothered. I'm wasting my time.
I don't.
I would like to see on the floor motionless.
Tell me about raising kids on your own. Is that tough?
Not really, because they were my opponents then.
Right. Okay.
They got in any mischief there like that.
And you met Glennis, your beautiful wife, who's here in the back there, around the time that you had your 2 young children, yeah?
Not early.
Okay. Then you had your horrific...
Where is Glennis?
There she is.
Hello there. Could you answer that question?
It was about 1991, wasn't it?
Yes, 1990. The kids, John's children were young teenagers.
Sure. Okay, teenagers. Yeah.
They were pretty good. They were
They?
good. Yeah.
Okay. And you fell in love with it, yeah? And you fell in love with that beautiful woman, yes?
What do you want?
Well, I don't have a woman of my own, so
have you seen yourself in the mirror?
No, I know it's nothing. But I need
you.
John, seriously, you had your serious accident just after that time. Is that about
Yes,
right, Glennis?
yes, August 91.
Okay. Tell us about the courage that's required to come back from the kind of injuries that you sustained in that accident.
Oh, everybody's different.
Yeah.
Everybody's has different accidents. So it was a mere thought of must not let this get in my way. And so I come up to be what I am now. Ridiculous. I may seem that if you had seen me early in the piece, you wouldn't know me.
Who were the people who stood by you and encouraged you and helped you do that?
The first and foremost person was the one that you mentioned before, my future wife. That's it.
That's it. People would say, I can't imagine what it's like to have to kind of find the hope to kind of get myself back and stuff like that. What would your message be for the young Salesian men who come to this school now? What can you tell them about love, and what can you tell them about hope, and what can you tell them about courage?
Well, love speaks for itself. Hope is what you wish. What's the last word?
Courage. Tell us about courage.
Courage. Well, you've got to have your guts to get by. Period.
And what do you think has been the effect that having been to Salesian, what mark has that left on your life in some way?
You go on past your time.
This is my last question.
It's rude to point.
Oh, no, I'm so sorry. I will amputate my arms next time.
I'll smack them.
That's okay. My father smacked me many times. So.
I'm not surprised. They're repeating themselves.
You're here today. I suppose I'm going back to where we started. Is there a bit of something that's called a Salesian spirit, or something that you think is still part of your life today and is still meaningful to you in some way?
It's meaningful, period.
Yeah.
Because you can't tell someone to do well when they're already doing well. So that's it.
Is there anything else you'd like to tell this audience or the young people at Salesian before we wind up?
I'd be very pleased if you passed me over my 50 bucks.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Johhny, world champion Famechon.